we're catching up on Street Fighter here with Matt from Capcom, and I gotta say, first of all, commend you on this banner, one of the most beautiful ones here on the E3 show floor. Obviously, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is out in the wild. This is where the fun begins, I guess, on the community side. See how people react to it, how they're taking to it. Can you give us like a little bit of what these first few days have been like when the game's been live?
It's actually gone absolutely fantastic. I mean, in the beginning when we were revealing changes, like obviously you can't please everybody that's out there, and then some people were kind of critical of their character. But now that it's actually out there, everyone's playing the game, a lot more characters are viable, they're having a very great time playing it, so the people that were kind of negative are kind of drowned out, and like overall there's just a big resurgence with Street Fighter 4. Everyone's playing again, having a great time, so we're very excited to see how everything goes.
Yeah, because I guess that was one of the things you wanted to do. You wanted to bring all the characters up to sort of a level where they're actually able to be in competition.
Oh, definitely. So, yeah, we wanted to balance upwards. We didn't want to just basically nerf characters across the board, but try to strengthen the entire cast, and at minimum, everything is mixed up now. There's a lot more characters that are viable that weren't really viable in tournament play, so it should be a very exciting competitive season.
And of course, the new mechanics also mean that some of the characters that used to be very powerful perhaps aren't as powerful these days.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like delayed wake up adds a complete new dynamic to it. It neutralizes the unblockable game. Red focus adds a lot of different tactics on there that didn't exist before. Ultra combo double. Now you have access to 2 ultra combos, so like that is a real threat for certain characters like Zangief. So all in all, it is just a big mix-up of everything, so we're very excited, and everyone's been pretty stoked about the game thus far.
And a giant cast, of course. Speaking of you know, competition and that sort of thing, that's your forte. You're sort of launching into this pro gaming space now. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're planning there?
Yeah, so this is our inaugural year for the Capcom Pro Tour. It shows kind of an evolution on Capcom's stance and how we interact with our community. Kind of our goals for this one is not to really come in and just take the community over and just own it. We're really respectful of what our roots are. I mean, the fighting game scene was really built by the players themselves. We want to keep that entrepreneurial spirit alive and encourage people to create more and more tournaments. So the tour is really built around trying to take care of the tournament organizers and build a platform to help promote them. And like we've had a great increase in terms of our broadcast capabilities. And all in all, it's going really strong thus far. So we've got some heavy hitters in terms of events that we've partnered up with. We've got both Evolution as well as DreamHack Winter. So the 2 largest tournaments in Europe and in America. So everything's going really well. And for the ones that couldn't get Premier status, we are trying to be very open with our structure. So we have ranking events where people can apply to receive ranking points. So we have 16 spots at the Capcom Cup. 10 of them are determined by the winners of our Premier events. The rest get ranking points for our leaderboards. The top 6 at the end of the season will then go to the Capcom Cup, and we'll have a full 16-man bracket.
Very exciting times. And I think something that's important to point out is that the fighting game scene is sort of precedes the eSports scene, sort of kept themselves a little bit separate from the thing that's blown up elsewhere. So you got to sort of be mindful of that, I guess, because it is a different kind of atmosphere to it, and there's a lot of, I mean, there's maybe a little bit more personality to it, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Capcom has really evolved on this stance. Like before, we were really against kind of traditional esports. We wanted to protect the community and didn't want people that were just interested in profit to kind of run the scene. We wanted people that really cared about the game to run the scene. So I think the Capcom Pro Tour is really a good way of striking a balance between that. I think we should be able to achieve growth just by having kind of Capcom's muscle behind it, and it also takes care of the tournament organizers. So all in all, it's a pretty good structure. So yeah, we are really, really, really respectful of the people that really helped make the scene what it is today.
I guess there's sort of a feedback loop there as well. When you engage in that community, in the pro community, that feeds back into game development, into the design of whatever product's coming up next. Is that also sort of part of the thinking here?
Yeah, as a company strategy, we're opening up a lot more with how we handle our fighting games, and Ultra Street Fighter 4 is really a testament to that. So this is the most open development process we've ever had. When we first started the balancing process, we put out a poll. We received over 30,000 responses in terms of what people wanted to see out of the game, filtered through all of those, and that kind of created our base. Then we took it out to numerous location tests, had the pro players play it, give their feedback, and all in all, it's turned out to be a pretty incredible product. I mean, the game's been out now for over 5 years. We're getting 9 out of 10 review scores, so it's pretty staggering and really good for Street Fighter fans.
Really nerve-wracking for whatever comes next to follow on it.
Oh, of course, but we've got plans. So this is the beginning of great things to come. I think the Capcom Pro Tour lays a great foundation for where we'd like the FGC to go. So if you're a fighting game fan, you should be pretty excited. We've got a lot in store for you.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.